Helen'S daughters furthered their aim of women empowerment within St. Lucia's agricultural and agro-processing sector. This non-profit organization dedicated to supporting women within this sector offers training and a wide variety of hands-on educational services, ensuring St. Lucia's women are forefront drivers in agricultural sustainability. A recent press conference led by Executive Director Helen'S Arifra drew awareness to the group's numerous initiatives taking place as Helen'S Daughters expands their reach to St. Lucia's north, bridging the gap between agricultural accessibility and St. Lucia's women.
So the upcoming farmers market is really exciting because it will be moving to the north, Rodney Bay. We are still sticking to our old location the last Saturday of every month at the Pyramid. However, we will be moving near the aquatic center, near the space where they usually train the dogs and so forth, to move our new farmers market, which will be on the second Saturday of every month, starting the 8th of June. And people can expect the usual favorites, so of course produce, our fresh fruits and vegetables, but our specialty section, which has an amazing array of items. For example, our gluten-free products, our freshly baked breads using ground provisions and so forth. You can expect the CMOS products, vegan goods, and everything else.
Helen highlights the necessity of the organization's expansion in order to further reach the younger generation and those unable to frequent travel to Castries.
We're bridging the urban-rural divide. Yes, Castries Market does have its patrons and so forth, but what about the persons, the millennials, the Gen Zs that wake up out of bed at maybe 10 a.m. on a Saturday and don't have time to go to the market because we know it's much earlier? It provides, I think, a much younger demographic access to fresh, nutritious foods. I think it provides, particularly the northern market, access to these foods because they don't have that at all, really, in a centralized location in the north. And finally, we noticed that we literally get quite a few of our patrons from the Castries Basin, but also quite a large set of persons actually travel from the north to come to the Pyramid. So to try to appease both demographics, we're having both markets, and our farmers are up to the challenge.
The executive director as well addressed the growing number of women who seek guidance and training as they venture into the agricultural world.
We got 359 women apply. And they were women of varying educational backgrounds, from PhDs to whatever it is, varying career paths, who all expressed an interest in agriculture. Obviously, the interests are varied because agriculture is such a vast sector. There is agro-processing, of course, there is primary production, there is livestock and so forth. So there's a number of areas, but women are showing interest. And what's interesting also is that the age range, when we look at HD and the demographic, 60% of women are under the age of 45. So we actually have a rather young demographic of women who are part of the organization. So I think that actually shows the hope within the sector, that it's not that there's a disinterest, there actually is a real interest, but I think the question for us regionally is how are we honing into that interest and how are we attracting and supporting that interest.
The organization's expansion signifies the need to further encourage women to widen their horizons with the opportunity of St. Lucia's agricultural field, as Helen'S Daughters embodies the transition to modern agriculture, creating a path for both women and the younger generation. For Choice News Now, this is Obi Offer reporting.